Hi everyone. Okay, so I'm doing this video because it has now become necessary to do the video in order to explain what is going on in mine and my family's world right now, and not for us not to have to repeat ourselves or just I wanted to explain. I know some of you already know this, those closest to us already do. Some of you already know. So over the last since Ross, my husband, had brain surgery last August, that was his second brain surgery. Unfortunately, we found out in the October that the tumour had continued to grow, and that hasn't stopped. So we went on holiday, I think it was about a month, timelines are a little bit all over, but about a month ago, to Turks and Caicos. 2 days after we got back, Ross was taken into hospital with a seizure. And when we went in there, they said that the tumour had grown a lot. And when we eventually got him out, he didn't really recover from that. So his brain was quite scrambled. And the consultant that we see in Birmingham had to tell us that there was nothing more that they can do. So that means no more radio, chemo, surgery. Those are now not options. 10 days later, Ross was back in again. And this time it was seizure type behaviour. Because it's Ross's brain, it means that he was saying things that weren't making sense, and having an episode when he was taken into hospital. He's been taken into Coventry Walsgrave Hospital, and they told us that in the 10 days it had grown rapidly. So we have now discussed with nurses and with Ross's team that this is an end of life stage, that we are talking palliative care. They have now given Ross something called mannitol, which will reduce the swelling in his head. That has had a really positive impact in terms of his behaviour overall, and how his understanding of the world around him. He knows who we are and things like that. They have said to us that this could be potentially, for some patients, it extends their life by months. When we first discussed things, we were talking weeks. So to us, months was, that being discussed now seems a lot. And they're also trialing something else with him as well. So it's not completely inactive. They are trying to prolong. But as a family, we've had to come to terms with the fact that Ross is going to die from this. And even as I say this in such a matter-of-fact way, believe me, it hasn't sunk in. It doesn't feel real. I guess there's still weird hope in the back of your head because you don't know. And as I speak, he's still there. The hard thing right now is that because it's brain and Ross's brain is deteriorating, it is like somebody with dementia, that you're watching them, bits of them go, which is very, very difficult for us as a family. We told the girls a few days ago that Ross will die, and I'm going to link a video up below this. If you're getting this on my YouTube channel, I'll link it below this. If you're going to be around the girls, those of you who know us personally, watch the video below, because that's what we've told the girls, and that's how I would like it to be approached with them. Obviously, they are really, really the most important thing to us right now, and making sure that we get them and I get them through this is the most important thing. I would ask that you please don't inundate family with messages of love and support, even though it's massively appreciated. We just don't have the headspace to message everybody back. If you've messaged me, or you message me on this, or you message me, I will read it, but that doesn't mean that we can respond. And I know most of you already understand that. It's just we are living day to day and trying to find some semblance of normality in amongst this awful time. yeah, so that's what's going on. Ross is hopefully going to be able to come home over the next week. That doesn't mean loads of visitors, for those of you who actually know us personally. Yeah, we've had a lot of support. I've had a lot of support. People are amazing, but this is an extremely difficult time, as you can imagine. It all just feels very surreal, and we don't know what's going to come next. And I'm trying to be kind to myself in the best way that I can, and trying to allow myself time to breathe, and you know, the normal things that we have to do: breathe, eat, sleep. It's not always easy, and people have sent lots of love and support. I know some of you are going to watch this and send me lots of information about cancer treatments and things that can be done. Believe me when I say that we have tried lots of things, and I know people mean it in the best, loveliest way, but sometimes it feels like, and people have sent me stuff where it's like almost like an attack, as if we're not looking at stuff, or we just haven't bothered to do the same Google searches that you're doing. He's tried things, he's tried cannabis oil, so please don't send me stuff about cannabis oil. I know, I'm not saying don't tell me about things, but I'm just, understand that when you're going through this and people send you stuff and sometimes people get really too passionate about it, especially the cannabis stuff. It doesn't work for everybody, okay? It doesn't work for everybody. And we're certainly the most positive family you're going to meet. Ross is unbelievably, incredible and brave. And we're looking at everything that we can positively. But right now, we also have to live in a reality that means that we have to accept certain things. If we fight against what is going on, it's very, very painful. And so we have to also look at making this the best for Ross. Whatever time that we have now, making this the best time for Ross and for the girls, and for us as a family. So I just ask that you respect that. I'm sure that you will, because you're good people. This is sad news, and we're heartbroken. I might not look heartbroken, but I am. Yeah, that's it. I wanted to let you know, because I know I'm getting emails and things, normal stuff, which obviously I'm kind of behind and not really picking up. We are okay. We're having downtime between. I'm still doing some work that I'm able to do. Actually, it's very, very good to do that sometimes, because it allows me to have time when I can just focus on the lovely things that I do get to do as part of what I do. Yeah, I hope this makes sense. I'm not sure it has. I'm quite tired. But yeah, it's pretty awful news. Yeah, that's where we're at. Thanks for your support, guys. Speak soon.